In the Bible, God says an awful lot about who we really are. One amazing truth is found in Psalm 139, where God tells us that we are wonderfully made by Him. Now just stop and think about that for a moment. We are wonderfully made by God. That's very important and has incredible implications for our lives, because when it comes to something that's made, the one who made it makes all the difference. Think about, for example, if you were going to a garage sale. Say you're looking for a guitar for your kid to start playing, and you're looking at different ones, and all of a sudden you find one that looks really cool. It's an electric guitar, it's got this sunburst on it, and you think you want this. But you know, it's kind of costing $100. You thought, it's a little steep for a garage sale. But then as you look at it, you find that it's a 1959 Gibson Les Paul. Now you may not know this or not, but if you find out that that's that kind of guitar, you want to buy it because it's probably worth tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. Or say you find a painting and it looks kind of odd, but it's kind of interesting to look at, and then you look closer and you see the name Picasso on it. If you do, then you want to buy it because it could be worth literally millions of dollars. You know, this actually happened. There was a woman named Edith Parker who lived in Shreveport, Louisiana, and she was doing a good deed for a neighbor's family. See, her neighbor had died, and they were selling off his possessions, but the whole family had to go back where they were originally from, and so Edith was left in charge to sell the remaining possessions. In those possessions was a painting, and when she looked closer, she saw the name Picasso on it, but it was in this old, beaten up frame, so she thought, I don't know if it's really worth anything. She called the family, and they always assumed it was a fake. So Edith sold the painting for $2. Turns out later, news reporters came to her door and let her know that what she sold for $2 was actually probably worth millions, if not being priceless. And what was it that made the difference? It was the person who made it. The person who made it impacts the value. And now when we think about that as it relates to us, and God saying that we are wonderfully made by Him, God, the creator of the universe, God, the creator of all nature, He's the one who said He made us. God is infinite in wonder, perfect, holy, awesome, and He made us. What that tells us is that we are actually priceless. In God's eyes, we are of immeasurable worth, and that's an amazing fact. And you know what? This is true about us, even if the canvas of our lives has been affected by disease, by difficulties, or maybe bad decisions that we've made where we think we've messed up our lives. Even if that's the case, God still says we are of immeasurable worth to Him. And so I want to encourage you, when you understand this truth about who God says we really are, there's just one truth. We don't need to believe what anybody says about us if they're negative comments or inaccurate assessments. And we shouldn't let that hold us back. We should remember who God says we are, that we are priceless, we are of immeasurable worth, and not let that hold us back from taking advantage of any of the opportunities that may come our way, because God says we're worth it and we should pursue them.